Türkiye. Türkiye isn't just a country, it's a full-on musical crossroads. Imagine a place where Europe shakes hands with Asia, where Middle Eastern rhythms blend with Western melodies, and where every street corner hums with history. Sounds pretty cool, right? Well, music in Türkiye is more than entertainment. It's identity, rebellion, love, and survival wrapped up in melody. Whether it's the mystical sounds of Ottoman classical music, the electrifying energy of Anatolian rock, or the underground beats of today, every note tells the story of a nation constantly remixing itself. If Türkiye's music had an ancient soundtrack, it would have two main themes: the refined, poetic compositions of Ottoman classical music and the raw, emotional fire of folk music. Folk music was the sound of the people, sung in villages, passed down through generations like secret recipes. It was learned kind of Karate Kid style, not from books, but by sitting with a master and repeating. This tradition, called Usta Çırak, or Master Apprentice, kept Turkish music alive and evolving for centuries. And then there's the Ezan. 5 times a day, the Ezan, or call to prayer, rings out across Türkiye from nearly 90,000 mosques simultaneously, marking the start of each prayer time. Chanted by a muezzin from a mosque's minaret, this sacred call blends melodic phrases with Arabic lyrics. It's not just a spiritual reminder, the Ezan is part of Türkiye's sonic DNA. Some mosques these days even have their own sound systems to broadcast the muezzin's voice across entire neighborhoods. But what gives Turkish music its soul? Well, the instruments. 3 stand out as the heart of Türkiye's sound. The Bağlama, a type of saz, the ney, a mystical reed flute, and the Kanun, a 72-string zither that requires serious skill to play. From grand palace compositions to street performances, these instruments and many more are the backbone of Türkiye's musical legacy. Flashback to the 60s and 70s. The Beatles are ruling the airwaves, Hendrix is melting faces, and Türkiye, well, Türkiye is about to invent something wild. Anatolian Rock. This was not just Turkish folk music with electric guitars. This was something totally new, psychedelic, experimental, and full of rebellion. Let's meet some of the legends. Erkin Koray, Turkiye's godfather of rock. The guy who plugged in the saz, a traditional instrument usually, and made it scream like a rock guitar. Cem Karaca, deep, raspy voice, political lyrics, and exiled for his music, but never silenced. Then there's BarışManço. Think of him as Turkiye's David Bowie. Long hair, flashy outfits, and music that blended folk with rock in a way that made it uniquely Turkish. It was a golden era until politics got in the way. The government started banning songs, censoring lyrics, and forcing artists into exile. But by then it was too late. Their sound had already taken over the country and beyond. Decades later, Anatolian rock is making a huge comeback, with young musicians rediscovering and revamping its rebellious energy. Istanbul isn't just a place to buy music, it's a place to uncover it. Digging through record bins here feels less like shopping and more like an adventure. Down tucked away alleys and in legendary record stores, you'll find everything from rare Anatolian rock pressings to experimental electronic beats, plus a whole world of hidden musical gems from across the Middle East, the Balkans, and Central Asia. Some of these records and tapes can't be found anywhere else, except in Istanbul's back alley antique shops and vibrant music bazaars. And then there's Unkapanı, Istanbul's old school music bazaar. Back in the 70s and 80s, this place was the beating heart of Türkiye's cassette tape industry, a labyrinth of record labels, tape manufacturers, and hopeful musicians trying to get their big break. Today, much of Unkapanı has quieted down, but its soul still lingers in the dusty shelves and forgotten stacks of cassettes and records. This is where collectors come to hunt for lost sounds, and sometimes you stumble upon something truly special. The magic of Istanbul's music scene isn't just in its Turkish releases, it's in the way it connects cultures. Some of the records and tapes you'll find here aren't just from Türkiye, but from across the Middle East, the Balkans, and Turkic regions of Central Asia. Music that has found a second life in Istanbul's antique shops and record stores, all just a short walk from each other. And in my own hunt, I found some incredible pieces which I cannot find anywhere online. These aren't just relics, they're a testament to Türkiye's role as musical crossroads, where the past and present, east and west, all meet in one place. So whether you're searching for a lost Anatolian rock classic, an obscure Middle Eastern cassette, or a rare Central Asian folk record, one thing's for sure, Istanbul is where the music never stops. So where is Turkish music headed? Short answer, everywhere. Hip-hop is taking over. Once a niche genre, hip-hop is now massive in Türkiye. Artists like Ezhel and Ezan have mastered the art of mixing Turkish storytelling with heavy beats, putting Turkish rap on the global map. Ceza is known for his fast flow, while Ezhel blends rap with reggae and Anatolian influences. But it's not just the mainstream. Turkey's underground scene is thriving. A new wave of trap and drill artists like D3 and Abugat are bringing raw, high-energy beats to the streets. With streaming and social media, these artists are reaching audiences far beyond Turkey's borders. Music festivals are also thriving. From Istanbul's bustling music scene to the Ege coast, Turkey's festival culture is booming. The Istanbul Jazz Festival hosts world-class artists from all over the world, while the Konya Mystic Music Festival channels the hypnotic energy of Sufi and spiritual music. And if electronic music is more your thing, festivals like Big Bear in Istanbul and Electronica Festival turn the city into a massive dance floor. Meanwhile, Cappadox in Cappadocia takes festival culture to another level. We're talking live sets echoing through ancient caves while hot air balloons drift overhead. From jazz lounges to underground raves, Turkey's festivals are a melting pot of sounds, new and old, and they're only getting bigger. Anatolian Rock is also back. Although it never really went anywhere, Turkey's younger generation is rediscovering Anatolian Rock. Bands like AltınGün and Gaye Suakyo are reviving the genre with fresh, modern twists. Their fusion of psychedelic sounds, folk melodies, and indie rock has gained them international acclaim, proving that Turkey's golden age of rock is far from over. So whether it's traditional music, hip-hop, jazz, rock, or even electronic fusion, the next wave of Turkish sound is here, and it's going to be louder and more innovative than ever before. So now it's your turn. What's your favorite genre of Turkish music? Let me know in the comments below if there's anything I missed in this video, and maybe we'll make a part 2. See you next time. Görüşürüz.
Little.